It's the journey to and from our schools that teaches us about the process of life and not just the destination. That's what Safe Routes to Schools is all about. Empowering policymakers and everyone concerned to promote and encourage a culture and lifestyle changes with the goal of providing a safe walking and bicycling environment for students, for our children. Together we can create transportation choices and safety solutions for the journey.
And I got a call that one of the children had been hit on a bicycle. He was not being safe. He was riding in the middle of the road, and a car came down the other side and hit him. It was very much touch and go for a while. And I said, this will never happen to another child at Westside Elementary, because we are going to make being safe a priority at our school, just as we do our academics and our involvement.
Children that are hit by a vehicle going higher speeds, such as 40 miles per hour, have less chance of survival than those hit by vehicles going 20 miles per hour.
For every bus that they have to add, consider that a teacher not in the classroom, because that's roughly what it would cost to fund a teaching position.
School travel accounts for at least 30% of our morning rush hour traffic, and so it has a big impact on our communities and our regional traffic patterns.
We all know we have an obesity epidemic in our country, and we really need to get our children out exercising more and using their legs more and using their bodies more.
Children who walk and bike to school improve their performance in school because they have that physical activity.
Safe Routes to School is a framework for approaching a bicycle and pedestrian program on schools, and safety is their #1 goal, to be able to encourage children to bike and walk to school, but in a safe way.
An ideal situation is one where there is high enough density that you can reach your ideal student population within a 2-mile radius. School districts should be involved at the very, very beginning of a development proposal and then work together with the local jurisdiction on what an appropriate location would be for what type school is determined to be necessary.
Within the 2-mile radius, which is not reimbursed from the state, we have set up different programs, and we're working through the MPO and through the county and the cities to work on making safer routes to the schools.
Infrastructure, roadways, that's not the school board's responsibility. That's the local communities, the cities, the counties. They're responsible for the roadway infrastructure in and around the schools. And so the siting is very important for the local community, because while the land values might be cheap to purchase, the maintenance and future transportation costs to the community are going to be higher in the future.
When you have hundreds of homes on one side of the thoroughfare and the elementary school on the other side of the thoroughfare, you need to design the intersection and the street between them as a complete street.
The main problem is this road was designed for speed, and so any treatment that happens here has to start down the road, because you've got cars flying up here 55 miles per hour in wide lanes, flat shoulders. It's designed for speed, and so they get up here and all of a sudden there's crosswalk.
Complete streets is when you plan a roadway, you plan for all users. You're thinking about pedestrians and you're thinking about bicyclists as you do your planning.
Well, I think Safe Routes to School is just a piece of the puzzle, if you will, of how you put together a more livable, more desirable community, a place where people want to live, want to work, and want to visit.
When you ask for a simple solution to so many major problems, from childhood obesity to parent engagement to renewable energy, pick Safe Routes to School. You won't be disappointed.